What's going on, guys? My name is Hybrid and you're watching GlitchCraft. And today I'm going to walk you through how to do the hardcore Easter egg on the Final Reich. I've been getting a lot of requests for this video, so I hope this helps you out. Before we get into the steps of the hardcore process, we need to go over a few facts to be sure that you are prepared for success. First of all, if you're watching this, I'm going to assume you already know how to do the casual Easter egg. If you don't know how to do that yet, I will leave a link in the description. Also, I'm going to assume you already know how to upgrade the Tesla gun to all 4 variants. Again, those videos are on my channel under the Final Reich tutorials playlist. Now, if you know how to do all those things, you're ready to attack the hardcore Easter egg. So in order to complete the hardcore Easter egg, you must first do all the steps of the casual Easter egg. So go ahead and do all the casual steps, and then you can move on to the hardcore steps. Remember not to shoot the orb where Barbossa's hilt is located until you have done all the hardcore steps first, otherwise it will lock you into the casual Easter egg boss fight. When it says regroup in the Emperor's Chamber, don't go any further until you have done all the hardcore steps. And also keep in mind that as you do the casual Easter egg steps, be sure that you're upgrading your Tesla guns because you'll need them later. So the first thing we need to do is retrieve 3 keepsakes from the rooftops across the map. We need an orange one, a green one, and a red one. Once you find them, you'll need to shoot them down, pick them up, and place them into the toy shop window like you see me doing here. You'll have to adjust them to a specific setting, but we'll get to that shortly. Right now I'm going to show you where to find them. So for the orange keepsake, check the right windowsill and the left windowsill in the back of the spawn area. In this case it is in the left one, so I'm going to pick it up. It can also spawn in this windowsill by Lebenblitz. The green keepsake will be here, above this valve. If it's not there, it may be on the windowsill above the toy shop, and it can also be in the windowsill of the tower. So for the red keepsake, you may find it next to this chimney. It's possible to find it in the corner of this building, and if it's not in either of those places, check behind this flag over here. So now that you have all 3 of them, go ahead and place them into the toy shop window like you saw me doing earlier. Once that is done, you'll need to locate 2 codexes located in various spawn points on the map. I'll show you where they are now. Starting with the orange codex, check the spawn area window. If it's not there, look in this area next to the valve. And if it's not there, check the back of the riverside in this spawn window. So you'll see that the bow here corresponds with the color of the keepsake. So in this case, it's that yellowish orange color. So take a look at the last 2 digits. In this case, it's 07. So you know that the orange keepsake corresponds with the number 07. So moving on to the red codex, check over here in the village square area first. It's usually here. Look in this window. In this case, see the red bow and the number 8. So we need to remember 08. Sometimes it'll be here above the toy shop out of this window. And sometimes, if you can't find it in either of those places, it'll be over here in this window in the command room. So now that you have those 2 codexes, head back to the toy shop window. Place all 3 keepsakes in the window and adjust each one by pressing square to correspond to the codex numbers that you've already found. It's kind of like you're looking at the face of a clock. In this case, my red codex number was 8, so I'm going to adjust the red keepsake to 8 o'clock. Go ahead and set the orange keepsake to the appropriate number as well. Then cycle the green keepsake to different positions until the drawer opens, revealing a record. Pick it up and we can move on to the next step. The next thing we need to do is get the bunker safes open so we can obtain the coin. To do so, you'll need to reactivate the power switches connecting the laboratory to the morgue. You guys already know how to do this because it's one of the early steps of the casual Easter egg. Once you've done that, you will find that a 3rd power switch in the command room is now open. Activate it to expose a set of coils. Shoot the coils with the Tesla gun to charge them. Once you have them charged, immediately pick up a Brenner head and shine the light in the lab door safe, and then shine the same light on the morgue door safe. So what you've just done is unlocked both safes. Now all you need to do is set the dial on each safe to blue. Pay no attention to the numbers because they're irrelevant. Just be sure that each digit is set to blue. When you see 5 blue dots, press square in the area above the dial to pick up a coin fragment, and you will hear an audio confirmation when you've done this. Repeat this process on the other safe and grab the other coin fragment, and now that we have a full coin, we can unlock the swords. So for this step, simply head down to the Emperor's Chamber. Behind the machine in the back of the room, you'll find a coin slot. Place the coin in the slot compartment, and it will open, revealing the sword. Make sure all players have swords, you're going to need them. Step 5 is shooting the rooster turbine light. On the wall close to the riverside docks, you'll find a turbine in the shape of a rooster. Go up to it, interact with it, and it will start spinning. When it stops, the arrow will be pointing to one of 3 different locations, and what you're looking for is a small white light. Sometimes it's kind of hidden. In this case, it's in this window. Shoot it and you'll hear an audio confirmation. If it's not there, check to the left of the turbine, on the bridge, and sometimes it'll be in this general area. And if it's not there, check behind the courtyard, and sometimes it's on this wall right here. So the next thing we need to do is shoot the water wheel coils. Head down to the riverside docks and take a look at the water wheel. Shoot the set of coils with an upgraded Tesla gun and you should see them activate. If you don't see them activate, shoot the coils again. Step 7 is to charge the record player. For this step, you'll need to head over to the pub and place the record into the record player. So what we're doing is charging it by killing zombies with the sword. Make sure you're standing right up against the record player when you do this. You should see red electricity shooting out of the zombies when they die. When you stop seeing those red currents coming out of them, you know you're done and you can move on. So the next step is to obtain the 4-digit code from the charged record player. For this step, have a friend hold the last zombie so you can do this step undisturbed. On the left-hand side of the record player, you will see a light bulb that flashes a series of lights. You'll need to count these as numbers until you have all 4 of them. So wait until you see the bulb turn red. When it does turn red, the record player is starting from the beginning of the sequence. From here, simply count the sets of green flashes that you see. So in this case, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's the number 4. 1, there's the number 1. 1, 2, there's the number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my digits are 4, 1, 2, 5. So now that we have those, we need to enter those into the Voice of God machine. Head on down to the Emperor's Chamber and put the numbers you just obtained into the Voice of God. Remember to start on the left-hand side from the button and just enter the numbers in the order around the circle. Once you've entered all 4 numbers, activate the button and you're ready to move on to the final step before the boss fight. So step 10 is to shoot the chandelier with each Tesla variant. When you do this, aim for the rim of the chandelier, and you shouldn't have a problem hitting it. You'll see a visual confirmation when you do this, and then have all 4 players shoot the orb with their Tesla guns, just like you did in the casual Easter egg. So the hardcore boss fight is basically the same thing as the casual boss fight. The only major difference is the lights on the Zeppelin will only display 1 light at a time to shoot down. So you'll need to kind of coordinate with your team. You're going to have to do that very well to drop the battery machine down. But other than that, it's basically the same thing. Guys, this concludes my hardcore Easter egg tutorial. This guide was simply to teach you guys the steps of the Easter egg. You don't necessarily need to do them in this order. You'll need to kind of play around with it and figure out the best way to get things done based on your specific strategy preferences. Check out my tips and tricks playlist for efficient ways to do things and methods to make these steps easier. I hope this helped you out, and I will see you guys in the next video.